Rosie, hold on, I have a itch here.
Itchy boobs.
Okay. This is a difficult episode, and for the parents there listening, I need your support, your knowledge, your experience, your advice. Hit me
Ooh,
with
okay.
whatever you're gonna get.
All right.
Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
My son, who's 10 years old, said to me, Mom, can I have TikTok? I was like, but he doesn't even have a phone yet. We're trying to leave it until he goes to the middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, why do you want TikTok? He said, because I feel left out in my class. I don't know what the trends are. I don't know what the kids are watching. And I want to be part of this.
How did you feel when he said that?
I felt like fucking TikTok, fucking belonging, feeling like the outsider. Oh, I felt like shit because I don't want. School is such a horrible place.
Yeah. You know what I felt listening to that? It broke my heart a little bit because I know that feeling of being left out and not belonging. That real because I think we've all had that feeling throughout life.
Yeah.
And it just made me go, oh. And the fact he said the reason he wanted it was because he felt that way. It wasn't really anything specific to do with TikTok, was it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That really made me go, oh.
Yeah. I told him that his father and I, we want to postpone this as much as possible because we find he reads, he watches science stuff, he educates himself. We're scared if he's gonna watch all these short stuff that he will lose his interest in spending more time on the important things.
So you're both scared of what could happen if he goes on TikTok?
Yes. And he just did this gesture with his head like, I understand. And that made my heart melt because he understands the point. But this doesn't change the fact that he feels left out and he must deal with it.
Yeah. Well, first
So
of
I
all...
started researching.
Oh,
Tell me. No, I want to hear what you have to say.
okay. First of all, I want to say, what an example of great parenting demonstrated by the fact that your son came to you. He didn't download it in secret. He did none of that. He didn't suffer in silence. He came to you and said, Mum, I want TikTok. This is why and this is how I'm feeling. So number
He
one,
warned
great
me.
parenting. Did he?
Before he asked me, he said, I want to ask you something, but please do not get angry and shut
His
it off.
emotional intelligence is incredible. This
He's
boy, yeah. But tell me.
So he managed my emotions.
Gosh, he's wonderful. Tell me, though, you said you've been researching.
Yes, look, when my daughters, who are 20 and 22 now, when they started with their phone, there wasn't this much social media involved. It was more chat.
Right.
And we managed the screen time. We managed that when they go to bed, they leave the phones with us. But I didn't know what's going on in their world, because I did not want to trespass and look with them and read with them. I felt this is their private space. I have to respect it. So I was trying to coach them on the sideline, but my coaching was at the grown-up level, was not at the child level. Now they understand what the point was, but at that time, and I couldn't get through to them because they were resisting us.
Right.
And with the third child, I think I had practice with the first two, and now I'm trying to do it differently. But because I know more about social media now than before. And I know it's also good to have social media. It's not only bad. So many kids are less alone, feeling part of a community. So it's not always negative. We talk about it that it's a negative thing, and it's saving lives sometimes.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, there's balance. But let me ask you, I think we need to have some challenging here, and maybe it will help you work through it. I know your son uses YouTube. So what makes you comfortable with him being on YouTube compared to TikTok? They're both video platforms. So what's the difference in your mind?
He watches YouTube Kids.
Okay, so you have a bit of control over what he can watch.
Yes, it's for children, the YouTube for children. And if he wants to watch stuff on the regular YouTube, he tells me what he's going to watch and we time the watching.
Okay.
And he doesn't watch YouTube or anything in his bedroom. He does it either in the living room or in the playroom, so where he's accessible and no doors are closed. So that's the difference. And with TikTok, I think he can have it on his iPad because we don't want to get him a phone. He has a smart watch, not Apple, but something for children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is my answer about YouTube. He watches YouTube Kids. And
Okay,
he's
so
a gamer, but he
He's a
doesn't
gamer.
game with strangers. He makes his private rooms with his friends.
Now, this makes sense. So you've got some parental controls and parameters you can put in place with YouTube. And I don't think TikTok has that. I actually don't know. Is that what makes you fear TikTok? What is it? Where is
Yeah.
this fear coming from?
Okay, my fear from TikTok is that he will be so watching so much shorts.
You know that YouTube has shorts as well, though.
Yes, but it's the YouTube Kids, the shorts in it are educational, are happy, are
TikTok has that too.
learning. Yes, but the thing on TikTok is that I don't have control over the shorts. They will appear on his
Okay.
phone.
Yeah. No, this it makes sense. So it doesn't sound
And
like
yes.
you're anti-social media at all, but you're quite educated, I think, in this space, and you want to have safeguards in place so Liam can both access social media but be safe about it. He's 10. You know, as a 10-year-old, you can't possibly be aware of all the potential dangers or risks that are out there. So as a parent, you are helping keep him safe, which is what you would do in the real world. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Has there been any other conversations with him after this one?
Not yet. The conversation I have in my mind is that he already care a lot about what others think of him. And we're trying to coach him on this matter. And I'm afraid once he go into TikTok and see all the
Hey,
stuff-
I know I'm cutting you off. I just Googled it. TikTok offers parental controls through a feature called family pairing. It allows parents to link their TikTok account to their child's, enabling them to manage settings related to screen time, privacy, and content.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
very
wasn't
useful.
aware of that. So maybe that's worth you looking into. But let's go back. So he really cares about what other people think of him.
Yes. And from my experience with one of my children, she got so influenced by the flashy life on TikTok that she feels her life is not good enough.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm afraid that he will be exposed to all these fake life views and status that he will think he should belong to them and not to who he is.
So what do you think we can do, parents can do, or even as adults, to help mitigate that? Because I think all of us have experiences of feeling left out, or our self-esteem can be hurt through what we see on social media. It can really suffer. So I don't think that's exclusive to TikTok. So what do you think your approach is going to be here?
True, that is not exclusive to TikTok because this can happen at school with the kids around him. So all these issues don't come up only with social media. He doesn't have social media and he already cares about what others think of him.
Right, right.
It's our built-in personality, built-in growth. Social media amplify it, but it does not create it. And I wish that schools have, and I know this is very sensible and it can go wrong, some kind of parental control, that parents agree that in this school, our kids will not have TikTok until they finish grade 8 or whatever. I feel that the government is not regulating it. I know that in Australia, there's a law that kids are not allowed to go on social media until the age of 16. But also I know from the research that I did, they don't say how are they going to prevent this.
Exactly.
They don't say what
It
the
hasn't been
consequences
implemented
are.
yet, and people are going to find a way to get on. There's already a
Yes.
restriction here that on most platforms you need to be 13 or above. People have broken that since the conception of social media. So I'm curious how the government here is going to implement that. I can't remember the date that it actually comes into effect. But it then comes a question of privacy. Are we going to have to upload our legal identification? Like, who do I want having that? And yes, I want to protect our children, but where do you draw the line? And I understand what you're saying about schools having policy around it, but then is it the school's decision or is it the parents' decision? I
think
really...
it's a work together. Kids spend every day more than 8 hours at school. I think parents and school should work together on finding a way. You know what? I don't agree that once they're 16, they can have social media, because at 16, most of adolescents lose their mind. So if they didn't get trained to deal,
This is true. That was how you put that was hilarious. But yeah.
if they don't get trained at an early age how to cope with social media, when they're 16 and they have social media, this is where things can go wrong. It's like another Project X.
And you could be an
crazy
adult
ways.
and have issues with it. I don't think it's you hit
Yes.
this age and you're fine. Definitely not. But what the answer
I
is,
see it
I
like
don't know.
candies. If we don't give candies at home, once they find candies somewhere else, they will consume them with obsession. And I don't want to tell him I don't have these answers. I'm coming up now with these answers.
Oh, sorry, someone's at the door. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yes. Is this your farting neighbor?
That was really inconvenient timing. That is my neighbour who likes to do smelly farts.
Yes, that's okay. What I was telling you is that I'm coming up with the answers in my mind a little bit in this talk. And I don't want to ban it because I don't
Right.
want him to consume it in an obsessive way somewhere else before he comes home. And this is just like when we were teenagers. If our parents told us something is not allowed, we would do it behind their back
Right.
anyway.
Right,
So I
exactly.
want to find the balance. The thing is, this is also a taboo conversation. Parents from school don't talk about this stuff. We as parents
wow.
do not talk about social media because every
Shit.
parent have an opinion
Yeah.
and we don't want to get into conflict.
Ooh.
And many parents, from what I see, don't find it harmful.
Really? This is fascinating. And I'm kind of surprised that
It's-
parents don't talk about it. But now you say it, I guess it makes sense because it's something people are really passionate about. And I'm sure there's a lot of extreme opinions. And
True.
perhaps not many people who are willing to engage in a productive conversation.
If I find it crazy that there is the parent board at school and we don't receive any email for a parent evening about social media.
Wow.
I think this is something that needs to happen every single year. It's like a muscle that we need to train.
We can't just
And they can
ignore it.
get, no, they can get experts. We as parents don't have to have this confrontation and discussion. I don't think schools are involving parents in this in the way that is on the level of where we are today. But this is school education is not advancing with time. Yes, they
You
have these
raise a
talks
really
in
good
the
point.
class.
They do they?
They do. But I think as long as they don't invite us as parents and make us involved in this
Yeah. Yeah.
topic, we will feel everyone is doing his thing and it's my business, not your business. It's my child, not your child.
Oh, this is so difficult. And something I think that makes a lot of sense is when it comes down to it, you're helping your kids, because obviously I'm not a parent. I'm speaking as an outsider, but I am a teacher. I do see this stuff. It's equipping our kids to have the life skills, the emotional intelligence to talk to their parents about it, talk to their friends, use their critical thinking skills. There are learning opportunities here. And I think you see that. You see that, and I love
see
that.
What I also see, Rosie, if the majority have TikTok and my son is from the minority, then yes, he will be shut out, he will be left out, he will feel alone because these days more kids have phones and TikTok than not.
Wow, yeah.
I asked him how many kids in your class don't have phone. He said maybe 3 from the 25.
It's tough being a kid. You know what this makes me think of? When I was 13, MSN was a big thing, which is instant messaging. Like that was the big thing. I wasn't allowed it. And all my friends had their own computers. They were all on MSN, and I felt so left out, and I was just so angry. And credit to my parents. They went and spoke to other parents and also other teenagers of parents they knew. And they came back to me and said, look, other people have said, yeah, we think it's okay. And their kids are using it, and this is their experience. And I wanted my own computer. Did I get that? No. Was I allowed? I was allowed to download MSN. We had a family computer that was in sort of the living area. So it was a public space, and that was kind of their way of managing it. And it was great. Does it mean if they didn't let me have it that was the wrong decision? No, not necessarily. But the fact they educated themselves and spoke to others, I think, speaks volumes. And that's kind of what you're doing. Like when I Googled it and said, hey, TikTok has controls, I saw you get your pen out and write something down. Mm-hmm. You're open-minded. And whatever you decide, I think you're doing a great job. And it's just keeping the dialogue open. There's no right or wrong here.
Actually, give me some time. Papa and I, we need to think about it, talk about it. And we will get back to you after the summer vacation.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
And he said, okay. Yesterday something happened. Very positive.
Oh.
We're watching something catch the sharks.
What?
It's a program on Netflix.
No.
Something with the old sharks. So it's shark experts. They dive in Japan.
So it's like a
Australia,
documentary or something.
It's a series documentary. Yes,
Okay,
it's
okay.
a competition. And they film sharks and they get points. While we're watching, every time some kind of sharks come up, Liam would pause it and give me information about the shark. Or there was a shark with fishes lying on him.
Yeah.
He paused it. He explained to me what's happening.
Wow.
And I told him, you see, Liam, because you are watching scientific movies and you're reading books that educate you, you are telling me information that I did not have.
How cool's that?
If you are on TikTok and only spending time watching shorts, you will not be educating yourself in this way. So what do you think? He said, oh, Mom, you are so right. I really love the scientific and knowledge stuff. And then he went on and on about the sharks. But, I gave him something that it's my fear that he's gonna lose it, but it's my responsibility to make balance for him between
I think you should go on
time and the
TikTok.
other.
I think you should go on TikTok and see what educational content you can find. That's my challenge to you. Maybe that won't be there. I haven't done the research, but I have a feeling there might be beneficial educational content on there. Is there a lot of garbage? Sure. Same on YouTube, though.
Okay, I have opened a TikTok account, as you know.
Yes, I'm
I
proud of you.
didn't post anything. I didn't write anything. From my name and location, TikTok keeps sending me only one kind of shorts. People living in the Netherlands, speaking Arabic, making Dutch about the Netherlands in Arabic.
Whoa. Whoa.
That freaked me out because I don't speak Arabic. I'm not looking for these kind of movies. I don't care about it. From my name and my location, these are the movies I'm getting.
And
So I
that's
stopped going
clearly
on
very
TikTok.
unique to you, isn't it? Like, that's not... They've got that, yeah, from your name, and they can see from your surname, and your location. Wow. Yeah, I can understand why that was disconcerting. Wow.
And on this note, I'm going to wrap it up because this is one of the longest episodes we recorded.
It's an important conversation.
But it's important, yeah.
Yeah.
Please, parents, I need your help. Reach out to me. Tell me your story. How do you manage TikTok with your kids? Give me some pieces of wisdom. I need them. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so
That's what I
much. See you
just
next time.
said.